Armstrong coming to you live from MBDA's MedWeek event, where we're speaking with Litefoot, Native American hip-hop artist, activist, entrepreneur, and motivational speaker. Hi Litefoot, thanks for being with us.
It's my pleasure.
It seems like you have become synonymous with Native American advocacy within the MedWeek organization, even outside of it. How did that happen?
You know, everything that has been part of my journey has all been really coming from just my heart, you know, and I believe that the things that it is that I feel speak the truth, it's just always come out of me. So whether that be in business or whether that be in entertainment, I think that advocacy and standing for what I feel is, you know, important to bring to the world and bring to their attention, can't help but come out of me.
Is this the first MedWeek event you've attended?
It actually is. It actually is. And so actually to be, I believe, the first Native American host, it's just an incredible honor. As a business person, it's a huge honor, but as also a Native American person to be kind of pioneering a way in Indian country, especially in business, is just a huge honor for me.
Outreach is something that's very important to you. A MedWeek is all about outreach, but tell us about Reach the Res and how that is your personal outreach.
Well, the Reach the Res tour, I think, is just a culmination of all the 20 years of traveling throughout Indian country to reach our people. And I think that a friend of mine, Billy Mills, who's an Olympian, kind of summed it up best. And just, you know, as long as he had remembered my travels and visiting the reservation to encourage our young people, this just kind of came through with sponsorship and really made it a much more larger, targeted, focused event. So, you know, it was through that sponsorship we were able to make a much larger impact. 54,000 miles in the first year, which is twice around the earth. And never left the United States, visiting the communities, and really had the opportunity to make a huge impact. 710 hours of footage in a documentary, and really the message in that, of all the messages that we have for our young people in Indian country, the message there was prayer, and to really get back to who we are as a people and find our relationship with the Creator, enabling us to be able to find our purpose on this earth so that we can be productive as individuals, and we can also be productive in our communities, and therefore be able to then step outside of that and do things like this and pioneer different fields of expertise, no matter what it is our purpose is.
You speak about prayer, and that seems to be your key message in the message of prayer. Can you tell us a little bit about that book?
The book comes out September 11th and definitely really recounts a lot of the things that you know, coming from Oklahoma, and I think maybe this is just, you know, a kind of pull yourself up by your bootstraps and tighten your belt, you know, not really sit around and cry in your self-pity or anything. You know, we all have struggles, we all have things we've gone through, and I think coming from that background, you know, you don't share those things, you don't put them out, you just keep going forward no matter what it is, and so a lot of my story has been untold. A lot of the things that I went through and overcame as obstacles, I just kind of just internalized it and used that as the fire to keep me going, and I think there's a lot of people that can draw a lot of strength from those things, and then understanding that prayer in the beginnings, before anybody knew of anything that I was doing, is really what kept me focused and got me through and gave me the strength and self-sustenance to be able to move forward and accomplish things. And I think that's not just something that's available for me, that's something that is definitely available to all people. And I think that through recounting those stories and letting people see exactly how prayer helped me overcome those things is something that I think is going to inspire and help and motivate a lot of different people, and very much been kind of a therapeutic thing for me to have to go back all those years and relive all those experiences, you know, and it's really just kind of put in perspective how far I have journeyed in life. Well,
you talk about your journey and prayer got you through it. What were all your stages? Which came first? Actor, entrepreneur, activist?
That's one of the good reasons that we've written this book too, because, you know, I've done movies, and so that just obviously instantaneously gives you a huge audience. And in some cases I hadn't been able to reach everybody in Indian country by the time that I got the first movie. So a lot of people think that I was an actor, then decided to be a rapper, which is completely the opposite. So it was definitely moving forward as the first Native American rap artist that was first.
Right.
And all of the things that you have to do in Indian country to convince your people that it is possible for you to be a rapper, and that it's not just an art for African American folks. So, so there's a lot of stereotypes and a lot of pioneering that I had to do just in my own community to kind of open up the doors in their minds as to what is possible for a Native person. And so whenever I see other young Native people moving forward in whatever new business or whatever new art they want to express, I am quick to never doubt the possibilities that may be, even if I don't understand it or if I haven't ever seen anybody do it, then why not them be the first ones? And to not limit ourselves or inhibit ourselves from accomplishing great things. So again, I think that when you find your purpose, you've locked that in with your walk with the Creator. I think the world is your oyster, and there's no limitations to what you can achieve.
And it sounds like all these principles can be applied very much to business as well.
I think if you don't have them in business, you're in trouble.
Words to live by. Thank you so much, Litefoot, for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you at future MBDA events, hopefully.
Definitely look forward to being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.